All right, Mr. Snapper, here we go. Mr. 580, I believe it is. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Appreciate your patience, man. I know it's been a little rough waiting, man. We had a crazy holiday. We had them that type of holidays this year, man, where it was jam-packed. That is a cigarette, by the way. But anyway, man, you wanted a 2292 pill driver. And I remember you mentioning something about a very high dead key radio that you have, something like a 5-watt dead key radio. That's a little high of a dead key, bud, to be running into a driver. But just to be extra careful, I added a little bit extra input padding into the box. So, use that variable and that input padding and just be careful. I mean, 5 watts is quite high. But now you're going to be using this pretty much as a pre-driver. So I kept that in mind as well. And you wanted LED lights in the grill. I think what it is, you saw the video of the two transistor box, the smaller box, where it's got a grill on each side and doesn't come with a fan hole. I think you've seen that video. But of course, this box only has one fan hole, so I did a little something custom there for you so you can get a good glow out of there. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that now. So you got that glowing pretty good right there at the grill for you, and that is not from the fan. That is not from the fan. Got your 3mm blue LED in the front for you. And then throw a custom fan grill in there too for you, bud. Things even shining at the remote hole for you. Alright, man, we're going to hit it with the bench radio first. And we're on a servo switcher supply right now. We're going to flip it to the unregulated on the small tap too, just to see what she's going to do on the top end. But we're on the 4 watts RMS from the radio. I'll demonstrate that now. I'll just turn this around. Got a little bit under a watt dead key, 1 watt dead key there. Oh yeah, right there, 4 watts. Dead nuts on 4 watts. Oh yeah. Oh. Alrighty. Turn that back around. Input reflect from the box. Alright, we're going to lead the variable all the way up. And then order the bulk of these heavy duty switches here. I just like the heavier duty switches, man. Those micro switches, they'll break real easy during shipping sometimes. If you don't do them just right. I've had it happen multitudes of times. And put a little bit too much heat to them, you'll have issues. I just like using these more heavy duty switches. Yeah, you paid about $2 more, but I went ahead and got me a bulk of them bad boys from Radio Shack. Got them to do a custom order for me. Alright. We'll show you the RMS first. We're on the 1000 watt slug. Okay. We got it on 14.5 volts is what the amp is on. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. That's about 80 watts RMS. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and check out the peak. The radio is doing 4 watts RMS, peaking about 18 watts or so, okay? Alright, that gives us right there about 250, 260 watts, somewhere around there. Alright, what we're going to do now is just going to double our input drive from 4 watts over to 8. Excuse me while I get that plugged in for you, bud. I know you've been waiting a little bit on this one, man. I appreciate you being patient. We work as fast as we can over here, man. Each box is kind of custom for the for the customer there, so everything ain't the same. If we were always building the same boxes over and over, you know, it'd be a lot quicker, but we don't usually get into cookie cutting. Not yet, at least. Maybe one of these days. All right, 8 watts RMS drive. You know what? I forgot to show the input reflect. I keep on forgetting to do that. I forgot to do that in that last 2x6 video. I'm sitting there worried about people thinking, why ain't he showing the input reflect? He's saying he is. All right. That's the input reflect. I plugged in the bench radio back up. Oh, it's on RMS still, 80 watts. Here's your input. Oh, virtually no input reflect at all. Oh, beautiful input tune. All right, now we're hooking up the hot radio. All right. Alrighty, 8 watts RMS drive. Yo, well, I need to turn it on, don't I? I need to turn that one off. All right, here we go. 1000 watt slug. Do, yeah. Do, right there about 120, 130 RMS. Do, almost 300 watts peak. All right, I'm gonna press pause and we're gonna hook up the unregulated supply and just see what she's gonna do on the low tap. Might not be much of a difference. I'm just kind of curious. Alrighty, floating at 17 volts. Hot radio still. Here we go. RMS. Go. Go. 180 watts RMS. Oh, almost 400 watts. 380 watts peak. That thing is smoking, man. That should be one good hefty driver for you, Mr. 580, I believe it is. Like I said, forgive me if I got your handle wrong. I know it's 58. I think it's Snapper, Mr. Snapper. All right, man, let's go ahead and pop the 10. You know, I wanted to do that because I haven't made too many 2292 pills, believe it or not. I've been a real big 1446 fan back in the days, and I never put one on my unregulated supply to see what I could get out of her. So that was pretty neat to be able to see that. Of course, I wouldn't run into that type of drive level like that, especially not for long. But alrighty, go ahead and pop the 10 off here. Get your regulator right there for the fan. Just a nice, nice clean. I went ahead and gave you non-dot 2290s. Pretty much get the non-dots for about pretty much the same price as the dots right now. So, but I actually had these for a while. I still got about 6 or so left. Got your remote port over there. It's kind of dark back there in the back. The amp's angled there. There you go. I'm going to get it from this angle for you, bud. I individually tuned it for you, man. Threw a trimmer on the input and the output to get that thing trimmed out as best as I can. Here's your extra input padding that I was telling you. I got pretty much about 12 ohms here. I know that's not a lot of input padding, but it's a little extra. Use your variable how you have to. We got a good 5 watt resistor to ground there for you, man, to kind of help with that extra heat. And here's your custom LEDs down there. If you see that big strip, it's about eight real bright LEDs, man. It's pretty much shining straight through that heat sink for you, man. And the lights it up down there at the bottom pretty good. All right, man. Well, everything came out fine. Good, clean little driver for you, man. Hope you enjoy it, and hope it lasts many, many, many years for you. We'll go ahead and get the screws on this thing, man. Get it packaged up and shipped out to you. Again, thanks for your patience. Ole Gatekeeper out here around the northeast end. I know there's a lot of you out there waiting on repairs, and I know a lot of y'all took a little bit longer than anticipated. We had a crazy holiday, man. It put us back a little bit, so y'all just stay in there with us and continue to be patient, working hard as we can on this cat picking in. Oh, Mr. Gatekeeper out here around the northeast end of Georgia. Shout out to Mr. Matt. Mr. Matt. Appreciate it, big brother. Shout out to Jethro Bodine, my homeboy. Ole Gatekeeper gone. Bye-bye.